can't lose. No, we can't lose.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Gambling gods, fickle bunch. Oh yeah, so easily
We
affected.
have a shooter and a good one coming out for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. He's a rolling point is 9, place 9. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
They bet on absolutely anything. Don't make them prove it.
If you know us, you probably like we prefer it dirty.
Yeah.
And so we're going
to the Wild.
Yeah, we're going to the Wild Rose.
You're tuned into Gambling with Good Juju.
Welcome in, everybody, to Gambling with Good Juju, where we're road tripping around Illinois and Iowa in a couple days, and I'm going to try hard to stay focused. Little help? Maybe just a little bit?
All right, so it is 8:30 in the morning on Friday. I'm waiting for Breezy to pull up here. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day for a road trip. We are going to hit 5, 6, 7 casinos today, and we're going to try to record it and not just be degenerate gamblers. Good juju to our trip.
All the strategies we have to play are traditional.
Yeah.
What do we do in the casino? The slot hustling gig that we're going to try to rack up. Some of the side promos, grabbing some good food on the road, meeting up with some people we enjoy hanging out with.
Snuck in a little.
It'll be a heck of a time.
Snuck in a nice little Bet365 deposit bonus right under the wire.
We get some money out at the cage while we're in Iowa.
Well, I don't know how that works, but
Okay, well, man, we'll see.
I'll probably just lose it.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, no problem.
No, we are getting up early. I have committed to sometime between 8 and 9 hitting the road.
Sweet.
For this. And we are going to drive up to Rockford. And Rockford has a new casino.
The Hard Rock.
The Hard Rock Casino, which in the sports gambling world we know is a pretty low ball offering that likes to throw you out immediately. Do you think we'll get thrown out of the Hard Rock for playing Benjamins and Bullets?
All right, dude. So what'd you think?
Oh, I think I got to throw away this breakfast sandwich. Not my style of casino.
Yeah, you didn't love it?
Look, $15 minimums on a 000 roulette when I'm trying to play Benjamins and Bullets isn't going to work.
Yeah.
I lost $50 more than I wanted to in about 10 minutes.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it was like, if it was a $10 000 roulette table and I'd lost $100 in 10 minutes, I would have had a better time.
You would have felt better about it.
Yeah. But I was playing above what we set for like the game. Here's how you play the game.
Yeah.
Play for $100. It's nice and easy. We're trying to teach ourselves how to go to the casino and play with money and not feel bad if we lose the money. And then the very first thing I did was break multiple rules.
But we learned a lesson.
And did it. Yeah, we did.
So first lesson is always check the roulette wheel before you sit down. No AP slot plays.
No, there
Not out
were a
of the
couple
8
that were a little close.
A little close.
But that doesn't really mean anything.
I enjoyed the craps table.
Yeah, you had a good time with the craps table.
It was fun. A good crew, pretty good crew. Shout out everybody there. I didn't get anybody's names because the name tag's really small.
I enjoyed the chocolate bar promotion.
Chocolate bar promotion was fire.
Are you glad you stood in that line?
Yes, 4 chocolate bars for free for a 5-minute wait.
Yeah.
Totally worth it.
So, like, that was the thing. The line was long to get the chocolate bars, and when we get there, we're like, no, we have to go gamble.
Now, also, let's back to the craps table, gambling for a second. You could play the bonus all tall small without playing the pass line, which was nice. It was a 150 payout on the all, which is not optimal. But I do appreciate the Paradise doesn't let us do that, which stinks. Apparently, they're the only place in the freaking world where you have to play the pass line and play the bonus.
Well, we're gonna find out at Wild Rose. Oh wait, no, that's not Boyd.
Yeah, that's not
that was
Boyd. Yeah, so we'll check it out. Anything else? Really fancy place, clean place. All slot machines are brand new, of course.
It's brand new. Every slot machine looked crisp. If you know us, you probably we would prefer it dirty.
Yeah,
and so we're going
to the Wild Rose.
Yeah, we're going to the Wild Rose.
So, quick little pit stop in Shannon, Illinois. I road tripped with Breezy dozens of times. This is definitely the first time ever we had to stop because he had to pee. But I'm glad we found a gas station. Beautiful Casey's.
Heading to Iowa. There's a bunch of cool casinos in Iowa. We're going to maybe hit Diamond Joe's in Dubuque.
Yeah.
And then we're going to head down to Clinton. What casino's in Clinton?
The Wild Rose.
I don't know what it looks like at the Wild Rose, but I'm excited to go. Do you have any details on Clinton, Iowa's Wild Rose? Is this a fancy casino?
No, by no means
That's
is this fancy.
Awesome. I'm hoping. $5 tables, we're guessing?
I'm guessing, yeah, for sure,
right.
Especially during the day.
Not going to be the only guy we see today in sweatpants.
In the Wild Rose restaurant.
Well, what'd you think of the Wild Rose, bud?
I liked it better than Hard Rock. Cheaper tables. I don't think I'm going to be a slot hustler. I don't understand little piggies. You said 13 games, but we kept winning games on the other ones, kept not winning the one that we were playing the advantage play for, and then we ended up losing $150 at it. And there's only 2 prizes on the whole board that could have made us more money than that. So I'm not sure how I was going to recoup. Unless it's the big prize. Unless the blue gets up over 13, you're going to get the mega jackpot. Because I felt like I could have put enough money there to not even win the second biggest prize.
Yeah. I think I'm done on Rich Little Piggies for sure. Possibly slot machines in general.
Let me tell you, slot hustling, not as easy as it looks. And we were in a casino where no one cared. Like
We were trying to help other people do it.
there was a game that was at a 13.
I was at like 16 by the time we left, right?
When we left, it was at a 21. It was at a 21 when we left.
Nobody cared.
And no one cared. And we weren't even doing anything.
And maybe if you bet it at 13, you could win.
It's like if I knew what it was going to be when I got there, I would do it. But the real problem is I don't trust him.
Right.
I don't actually trust that we were playing an AP game.
You know what? I don't think there was one person in the Wild Rose that thought I had any idea how to gamble.
We're not sure we do. I mean, if this is gambling, we're probably not very good at it.
Good grief, right?
I think I need to get on a craps table at the next stop.
$5 craps table.
Yeah, that's the other problem. I didn't go to the craps table because the blackjack was going good, and then you left the craps table because you lost at the craps table.
Nope. Weird bonus. It was almost like a fire bet, but you only had to hit 3. Whatever.
So what was your takeaway of the Wild Rose?
I loved it. I like that you can get cash out of the cage from DraftKings.
It wasn't as dirty as I thought. It looked clean. It looked somewhat new. Like, it didn't even look like that old of a building.
Yeah. All right, so we're now on the road again, and we're ready to actually win something. And we're going to the aisle to check in.
We have made it to the Isle Capri. As you can see, we've already started destroying our room. I gotta say, for a mid-tier Midwest casino, these hotel rooms are doing it for me. If you've ever been to the Paradise in East Peoria, you would know it is a crap hole hotel. Not a good hotel by any stretch of the imagination. Not much of view out that window. Nice little parking lot, lots of cars to look at. Let me get in there so you can see better. There we go. I don't know if this is how you do it or how you're supposed to do it, but that's our view out our window. Look at those people going. Wonder what they're doing. You think they're gonna go get it on in their car? Maybe. I don't know. There we go.
Weird.
Hi, Ryan.
You're doing it the wrong way again.
What am I doing wrong? Oh, I'm supposed to turn it this way. All right, welcome to the Isle Capri. I've recorded over a minute. Now you're going to see the front door because I didn't start here. All right, we're going to go again. Welcome to the Isle Capri. This is our hotel room. I'm very happy with it. For the price point that we got, little Good Juju. Get that Good Juju in there. Nice shower. RJ had the hack. He booked us a king room with no intention of us sharing a bed. But the double was actually like twice the price. So he got here and he goes, hey, we're 2 dudes. Give us 2 queen beds instead. And don't charge us anymore. And that's what they did.
And I gave her a button.
And he gave her a button. That's what you get. If you do Good Juju things for us, we do Good Juju things for you.
Maybe the 20 sandwich doesn't work, but Good Juju.
Nice hotel. I'm happy with the hotel. All right, we're in the hotel room now. We're doing a wardrobe change. I brought both the black and the green Good Juju. Unfortunately, the first 2 casinos did not go our way. So we are going to have to get rid of the green. I have to wear the black. Because the green's only if I'm making money. And I'm not making money. So we're wearing the black. All right, we're just pulling away now from 5 Cities Brewing. Heading over to Rhythm City. Central Standard Burger or something they feed to it. Great burger. Highly recommend it. Hit it up. It's about halfway in between the Isle, and Rhythm City. So if you're planning to hit one casino and then go to the other, perfect midway point to stop and grab some food. The burger and fries were outstanding. We got to play music bingo. It was a really good time. You guys might notice that Juice is not with me now. It's because he ditched me. We just met up with old Dan Tomlin. Great guy. Dan Tomlin Bets or something like that is on the Twitters. It's about to talk here.
Continue on 53rd Avenue for 1.5 miles.
There you go. So I'm flying solo. He ditched me. Not sure I saw that coming. No, I'm kidding. I'm happy. Now I get a little quiet time, a little time to myself. You know, you spend a whole day in the car and at a casino with a fella, even if you love him to death, you're like, I just need a moment to myself. I mean, that's true even if you're with your wife, your kids, you're with anyone. Just need a little downtime. Just need a little time to yourself. So glad to get this in now. That's kind of nice. Yeah, excited to go to Rhythm City. All right, so it was a great time. Had a ton of fun at Rhythm City. Met up with old Dan Tomlin. Check him out on Twitter. I think it's Dan Tomlin Bets. He's a craps guy. Him and Juice at the craps table. I started at the craps table with him. Burned a hundo real quick because, you know, we're playing low limits. $5 craps table, by the way, at Rhythm City. They had $5 craps and $5 roulette. They had $5 blackjack. $5 blackjack table is packed. You could get on the $5 craps and the $5 roulette, though, at 9 p.m. on a Friday night. So that ain't bad. Had a good time. Benjamin Bullets, ton of fun, especially when you're playing on a $5 table. You're only risking $50. I mean, it don't even matter. You can burn through that. It's not even a big deal when you're having a good time. Cheaper than your drinks, you know what I'm saying? So had a really good time there. It's a nice casino. I mean, it's nice. You can tell it's well constructed, brightly lit, good tables, nice dealers. Emily was super friendly. We made a friend. Shout out Nate. Played some. He played. He was playing black on the roulette table. Every once in a while, I'd go over to red. But I saw Nate just randomly there. 5 reds in a row came, and suddenly he was just like, screw it. Took about $100 in red chips, split about 50 of them on all the different black numbers, and then took like 50 and put it all on black. Hits a black, stacks it all up, gets himself back to where he was. He was feeling frustrated, I think, early, but he was looking good there at the end. So everyone was feeling pretty good about themselves. We were in good shape. We had a good time. The best part about that experience for me was I didn't lose money at Rhythm City. Lost a lot of money at the other places. As you guys can tell, Juice has ditched me once again. So there is no longer, I don't know what to say. Now he's gone. It's just me in the car. So at the end of the day, now I'm just left sitting by myself in the car, talking to myself in the car, trying not to look crazy for all these people who are driving around me. Let's be honest with each other. Not a huge fan of the slot hustling, although I'm gonna try to get Juice to teach me a second game here, because right now all I know how to do is go check rich little piggies. So casino gambling's fun when you take it slow. Let me say that much. Not as big a deal when you're just hanging out, kinda. I just want to go to the bar and sit at the bar and watch a basketball game and drink. That's what I would have done. I know it. Yep. That's all I really have to say about that.
All right, so we just left Ballys and didn't love it. I think that place is perhaps on life support.
It was dead in there. Why was everyone so grumpy who worked there?
Everybody was grumpy. Like they must have the that must be the last pit stop of your dealer career in the Quad Cities.
You go to Ballys if you can't get in at the aisle or at Rhythm City. Rhythm City was nice, but
Rhythm City was awesome.
yeah.
But I gotta say too, craps table, they had 4 dice. I've never in my life seen that. Very strange.
Is it 6?
5.
5?
Typically, yeah.
5.
4 dice. Minimum 5 each on the all, tall, small. And it was obvious they wanted to shut down the table the entire time we were there. I didn't lose money. So there's that. Well, I guess I did if you got the slot machine. What'd you think? Ever going back?
Well, I played the big 6.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. And literally, you're just betting on a number.
Yeah.
And there's a number on them. I was betting the 5 to 1. The 5 to 1 did not hit. Not once.
Yeah.
So I lost $10.
I do want to say, shout out our pal from Twitter, Dan. He's a pretty good dice shooter. He's bailed me out twice now.
Wow.
So thank you for that.
Good
And
info.
we're going to go back to the aisle.
Oh, wait.
One more thing.
One benefit, Ballys, got to give them a shout out. They did have Crazy Money Deluxe.
Oh, yeah.
We toasted, 3 of us. We each did a group slop. We did a group slop poll, and we toasted $60 between the 3 of us. It was getting hot. It was warming up. I'm pretty sure if we had put more money in, we would have made a bunch.
Yeah.
But we didn't. And no AP slot plays that I found there. We did look.
Yeah, we saw the Buffalo Link was on 1,300, and we really wanted 1,400, so we almost wasted some time and money in that.
There were some people hoping to get rich on Rich Little Piggies, and I kept watching them, but I did not go blow smoke in their face. I watched them from a distance. I was respectful. I didn't stare.
Yeah.
I didn't sit right behind them, and I walked over to other machines. I'd do a loop that to make sure they were still there. They knew what they were doing, I think.
Also, weird thing at the craps table, I gave him my Ballys card, and 15 minutes later, the dealer, not even the box, not even the pit, just the dealer hands me the card back and goes, hey, Ryan, that's a Chicago card. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, no, those don't work here. I'm like, okay.
That's why it didn't work in Crazy Money Deluxe.
Yeah. And I go, cool, well, I'll take my sign-up offer then. And he's like, oh, yeah, all you got to do is go over to that desk where nobody is because they're closed. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Did he say it like that?
Yeah, totally.
Like he was...
He knew they were closed.
Was he not friendly about it?
No.
Even...
Yeah.
No one there was friendly.
He knew how to handle the field trip, though. I guided him a little bit, but yeah.
What do you call the guy who sits in the middle and is in front of the box? Is that the banker?
That's the box.
The box?
Yeah, the box.
The box had...
He didn't even look at us once.
And the most downtrodden look on his face I've ever seen for someone working in the casino. I agree. He did not even look up, and he looked extremely unhappy.
And the first time in an absolutely long time, I accidentally put my hands out to bet.
In half a mile, turn right onto 16th Street.
Oh, no.
Which was funny and embarrassing. Anyway, here's the bridge. Oh, no,
Yeah,
this isn't the bridge yet.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get to... Oh, no, this is your bridge.
All right, we're going to go
All right.
across this bridge.
We'll see you at the aisle.
See you on the other side.
Last Casino.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think. Isle, I believe that I know you love it. It's the one you go to the most often.
Absolutely.
And that's where our hotel room was.
Yep.
Very nice hotel. I loved my hotel room experience. So
I
I think we should say that.
Yeah, oh my God, it was a nice room, right?
Nice room, unlike.
Staff's friendly.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't say unlike because I don't want to be.
Yeah, we don't want to be Debbie Downers.
Don't want to be bad.
Unlike other casinos that don't have great rooms.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Across the river till it's not.
Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about that place.
The hotel was nice. The casino's nice. The accommodations, you feel very comfortable there. You could take your family there. Like there were a lot of kids who were there running around.
Not in the casino.
Totally a nice place to send your kids and teach them how to play craps.
My first time. No, they don't like kids in the casino. My first time playing crapless bubble craps.
First time playing crapless, eh? Bubble craps.
Crapless bubble craps specifically.
Have you played crapless table game?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where? Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the only table open. Yeah. Had fun. We played cards until free bet blackjack is fun as hell. We played a lot of that. Didn't win any money, but it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Did not win at the last casino. Did try a little bit of slot machining at the last casino.
Yeah.
Just kind of wandering around while you were playing craps. I was in a daze at that point. Let's be honest. It was after midnight.
Yeah.
So I wasted a little bit of money here, wasted a little bit of money there.
Yeah. I wish.
Blackjack, I think, was my favorite part. All right. Well, that was awesome. We actually did it. We actually captured enough video to do something like this. Because every time we've talked about it and we go gambling, we end up just gambling.
Right.
So I thought that was pretty enjoyable. Real quick, before we let everyone go, Juice, what was your favorite moment of the trip?
Yeah. I mean, obviously spending hours in the car with you was great.
Yeah, it was all right. Until you started ditching me.
Yeah. Well, we had a new company. I'm going to say, I didn't have a great time gambling, right? I got kicked in the nards a couple of times. I'm going to say lunch, man.
Lunch?
Yeah. Like, I don't even remember the name of that spot.
The Thai food?
Yeah, the Thai food was fire in Rockford. You found out of the blue while I'm playing craps. Sisters
Thai in Rockford, Illinois. Shout out them. Very good Thai food. Was very happy with my pad see you.
So that was great. And then how awesome was music bingo?
That was mine.
Yeah,
you're taking mine.
Shit.
The music bingo.
Yeah.
At 5 Cities Brewing.
Shout out that guy.
Was wonderful. We had a ton of fun playing it. The burgers were awesome, even though they walk them across the parking lot, but they come from Central Standard Burger, which makes really good burgers.
Where we wanted to go.
Well, yeah, that was the restaurant we were going to go to. They didn't have seating, so we got told to go to the brewery right next door and have a much better time.
Yeah, which was that dude did a great job. It was like 80s, 90s rock
Yeah.
bingo, and you knew none of the names of the songs, which was great.
Yeah. So I thought the bingo was awesome. And then, I would say gambling with Dan.
That was
as
great.
well.
I've
Like,
never
getting
gambled
to
with
see
him.
Dan
Yeah,
and gamble with him, and friend of the show, fan of the show.
totally. That was great.
Was a good time getting to hang out with him as well.
I'm-
And that's what it's all about. Like,
Totally.
you go on a gambling road trip and your best moments end up being music bingo and hanging out with a friend. That's the way it should go.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
mean, okay, if we had won $10,000, that would have been our favorite.
Right. Like if I hit All Tall Small.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be like, well, that's it. That's the best moment.
Like, sorry, Dan. but
Right.
That was better.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right. So let's wrap things up here. We went to 5 casinos. We started our day at the Hard Rock in Rockford, Illinois. We then went over to the Wild Rose in Clinton, Iowa. From the Wild Rose, we went on down to the Quad Cities, starting at Rhythm City. Not going to count your little
Fair,
soiree.
fair.
Rhythm City, followed by Ballys, and wrapping up at the Isle. Juice, what was your 5th favorite casino?
Coming in at number 5, Ballys. And if I could have made them lower than that, I would have.
Coming in at number 5 for me, Ballys. I am going to say it was specifically because of the box man and the craps table. Dude, what were you doing? You should have been fired just for looking that way. Number 4.
Number 4. I'm going to go number 4, Hard Rock. I don't know if I got a little. Triple Zero Roulette is a total turnoff.
Yeah.
Midwest. You're a Midwest, small Midwest casino. Like, what the hell?
Know your place.
Yeah.
We know Rockford. Okay. Know your place.
Yep.
$15 was a problem. No $10 tables. 000 roulette was a problem. Candy bars could not save it.
Yeah.
Aesthetic, not very much character. Very nice, very open, but
Super nice. Like, what a great place for like date night or something, right?
Yeah, just not the spot that I'm looking to go gamble in.
Yeah,
for me personally.
not our vibe.
Number 4 for me was Hard Rock as well.
Oh, okay, good.
Let's try to make things a little different. What's your number 3, Ryan?
Number 3, I'm going to go with the Wild Rose.
Okay. Any comments on that?
Absolutely love the Wild Rose for sure. And like you said, I can't wait to go back. Yeah, but I need a little bit more excitement.
Yeah. So I will say this, that there's a big delineation between number 4 and 3, 2, 1 for me.
Yeah, totally.
Depending on the vibe, depending on my mood, depending on what's going on. 1, 2, 3, you're all doing a great job, guys. Keep it up.
Good call.
My number 3 was the Isle. And I wonder if I'm somewhat biased by the late night craps there. I just didn't have as much of I didn't love the character of the place. I didn't love the dealers that we were working with at that point in the evening as much. And it's got, kind of that similar aesthetic to the Hard Rock, just a little bit more sanitary than my personal tastes normally are.
Okay, so we're mixing it up here.
We're mixing it up. What's your number 2?
Number 2, I'm going to give to the Rhythm City.
Rhythm City is your number 2.
2. Yeah.
Okay, my number. Any comments on that one?
Rhythm City could probably move up to number 1 if they started like giving me free rooms and stuff. Like,
right,
it could be right there.
Right,
yeah.
it's right there.
Shout out Rhythm City.
My number 2 is Wild Rose. I have a thing in my heart for characters. I found the most characters there. The people were extremely friendly. Not the players were friendly. The staff was friendly. The gaming was super cheap. I want to know what that place is like on a Friday night. Like what's Clinton, Iowa doing with the Wild Rose on a Friday night?
All right. Well, if anybody wants to meet us, we'll be there tomorrow.
It pulled at my heartstrings in a good way.
I liked it.
That place.
Yeah.
Biggest downside was its location, but that's the intent. That's why it is what it is. That's what gives it its character.
Like, would that be a standalone for you?
Go just there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I would totally. If you were like, you want to go to a casino on a Friday night and it's like Christy's out of town, I don't have the kids or something. It's like, let's just get weird with it. Then I'd be like, yeah, let's go to the Wild Rose. Like, I'd rather do that than randomly just go to Rhythm City.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'd rather go do an evening in the Quad Cities.
Right. A lot more options.
More than I would do an evening in Clinton. But I want to go at least one time on a weekend night.
All right. So put it on the bucket list. evening, and we got to find one other thing to do in Clinton, Iowa to really see the sights.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. All right.
Nailed it.
Number
All right.
one.
Number one, you guys know what it is. Your number one.
I'm going with Al of Capri.
Yeah, you love it. It's your favorite casino in the area.
Get there without looking it up. I like
you
it.
know, my number three could be my number one on another night. So
Yeah.
no fault there. I had a great time at Rhythm City. I really like the little blues band. I think that they probably always do blues in there because that's the theme and the vibe of the casino, right?
Yeah.
So I love blues music. I was enjoying the music that was playing. They
It's
had
good.
$5 craps. They had $5 roulette. It was a good time in there.
The vibe was high for sure.
And people seemed to be having fun. There seemed to be a good number of younger adults having fun, older adults having fun.
Totally.
It just seemed like it was a good mix and a good ratio of available tables at really cheap prices to atmosphere.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you go to the casino and there's like angry gamblers.
Yeah.
Like people that shouldn't be gambling.
Yeah.
Not a lot of that at Rhythm City. It was a good crowd. It was fun.
Yeah. I will be returning to 3 out of the 5. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm at the Hard Rock as well again.
We'll probably hit that up again.
Ballys, we don't need to go to. There's way too many other things. So that's going to do it for us. Any
sponsor of the show.
it's my future sponsor of the show, Ballys Casino.
Quad Cities.
Quad Cities. Hit us up, guys. We'll see if we change our
my
tune
God,
with
it's hilarious.
a few Benjamins behind the offer.
Shout out the Las Vegas Athletics at the Ballys Field or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Okay, sorry.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Send this one off.
All
God
right.
bless you if you made it this far.
Seriously, we hope you enjoyed all the content out of this. If you're looking to make a road trip in the Midwest, we highly recommend going along the Illinois-Iowa border and checking out the Quad Cities region.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for us, folks. Good juju to the rest of your week, and we'll talk again soon.